It's not just you count or I count, it's she counts. Like the voices of women in accounting working together to try to figure it out and to try to be better than we already are. So to that end, we're not going to be preaching. We're not going to be like, here is what you have to do. If you don't do this, you're not doing it right. It's not about that.
That's right. And we won't be making motivational speeches. I mean, we're going to keep it positive and try to share things that we have, but we're going to give practical takeaways. This is certainly not man hating. We all have men in our lives. I have two sons and lots of male friends. Some of my closest friends are men. So we are, we're empowering women, but we're not, hating on men in the process. We also don't
Absolutely.
want it to be depressing, but we're going to keep it real. And we want to help everyone, like you said, find solutions. And we want to share. And that's why we really want it to be a community, because we want to share what's worked for us. And we want to hear from everybody what's worked from them as well, because that can help everyone else, including us
And
as well.
that's a big passion space for me. I know that you and I have talked about this a lot, but I want to call it out right here. Um, this is not just venting. There will be success stories. There will be practical takeaways, but it has to be to some extent about venting. And the reason it does, right? The reason is, I'm very anti-toxic positivity. Question was just talking about how it's not going to be motivational speeches that have no practical takeaways, right? I think motivational speaking is important in many ways, but for me, focusing on the positive without acknowledging how hard the negative is really is invalidating. The good and the
Yes, I feel the
bad,
same.
yeah, they coexist, right? They don't cancel each other out. This is one of my mantras. And so if you're acknowledging the good in your life and you're acknowledging the bad in your life, then you start to recognize, oh gosh, we're just humans trying to figure this out and get through the world and, make it mostly lean on the good side, but it doesn't always do that. And so sometimes you just have to say, wow, this thing happened. And to have your bestie over here say,
I hear you. I see you. And it's happened to me too.